Midnight Muses here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing the Ipsy unboxing. I know that in my last video I showed you the other packages that I got from them, but as I said, they weren't related to my monthly subscription, so that's this here today. As usual, I read ingredients but didn't actually use anything. So I got a new Ofra highlight that I'm so excited to try because, I mean, I had not tried an Ofra highlight. I'd wanted to for years, and then Ipsy sent me my first one early on this year, I believe, at the beginning of the year, and I have never looked back since. It's one of those things where I keep trying to go back and, like, use my old products. Like, I talked about my bronzer. I've gone back to using my Pretty Vulgar bronzer. I cannot leave these Ofra highlights alone. They're just incredible, and this one is so champagne colored. It's the Ofra Madison Miller, and it's called Moondance. I'm so excited to try it. And then also back here we have the Bretman Rock X Colourpop, and I believe this is the wet, the wet palette to go along with the, is it called Fire, the last one that I got? Anyways, these are the colors inside, so I'm appropriately wearing blue today, so that I can do a blue look to match the whole thing. Looking forward to that. And then, oh, hang on, there's one more thing here before I pull out the actual bag. We have, I'm not sure what this is. This is a, oh, La Butte Fatale Matte Liquid Lipstick. Oh, it's one of the thingies. Okay, I'm going to just start doing that from now because something tells me that's going to take 20 minutes. So I'll just do a couple of rolls on that and let that sit on my table. We'll see how that looks when it's done. I did read the ingredients and everything. I think that's one of my add-ons. So I actually checked out the ingredients on that before I actually added it, so I know that one's good. So the theme for this month is Find Your Light, and then it has light in white script going through light. So find your light, which is kind of weird. But yeah, okay, cool. Oh, and it says your glam bag just got better. Beginning September 24th, you'll be able to choose one of your 5 glam bag products. Then we'll build the rest of your bag to complement your choice. So save the date. That's really cool. I like that. And then get $50+ of value in every glam bag. I did get an email saying that they were upgrading, and I'm so happy to hear that because in my last video I did say, like, at this point I'm with Ipsy because of how fantastic their customer service is, but not necessarily because the bags, they've been improving, but like we're always getting more samples than anything else, so I really like hearing that. Ooh, oh wow, this is more like bronzer for me. It says blush. This is another Ofra Madison Miller. It says blush, and all you need is love. I'm definitely going to try it out, especially since my grandfather's name was Oliver, and I love that, but that is like very orangey and really bordering on a bronzery tone for me, so we'll see. Then I also got the Private Jet Carry-On Highlighter by IBY. Just based on this, I hope it's not this color because that's gonna not be a highlighter for me. Oh gosh, don't ruin the nails that I just painted. Oh, I totally did. Dang it. I try so hard and then I always fail. I do also really love these highlighters. This is one highlight I've also been going back to, including the Ofra. Oh, it's not that dark. I mean, it's kind of dark. It's a little bit dark for me right now. This is definitely more on the summer, but it's something that I'll try it out and see. I think if I put a little bit right here, we might be okay. Or if it's natural enough, maybe I'll use that as like my nose highlight and whatnot. And then I got the Damn Girl 24-Hour Mascara by Too Faced. I saw a bunch of like PR stuff like from other YouTubers and stuff. I'm going to put it right behind me. I have my little bin of like things to not open yet because I'm already working on one, and I'm still loving my Thrive Cosmetics mascara, so I'm going to keep using that today, but when I open that I'll let you know. I also got the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask, which that stuff is so expensive. I went looking at it in Sephora the other day and was like, oh my gosh. Oh, by the way, the bag this month is so pretty. It's that rosy pink, which is like the only pink that I actually like, and then it has constellations all over it, and it's got this kind of almost like a burlap-y feel to it, but I don't know. I really like it. It's really pretty. I'm actually really happy with it. I've gotten prone to just giving away the bags, but I'm going to keep that one. And then I got a Velvet Pressed eyeshadow by Phase Zero Makeup. And is there a color on it? Or is it called Velvet? Oh god. Here we go with the nails again. Let's see. Last item to unpack. And okay, it says I think Velvet might actually be the name. Let's see how I open this thing. Oh wow, that's like a really pretty purple. I will see if I can incorporate that in today's look. If I can't, then I mean it's fine. I'll just use it on a different day and let you know that that's what I'm using the color. I'm gonna do just a tiny touch of the Glow Recipe sleeping mask. Sleeping masks are those kind of things where you don't have to, they're not really a mask. Like, they're not something that you put on and then you wash off and then you peel off or whatever. As I've said, sleeping masks are a fancy word for night cream. They're like, oh, put it on really thick and it'll be like a mask and just like sleep in it and you'll wake up feeling really refreshed. And don't get me wrong, like I love sleeping masks. I love the Dr. Brandt one that I'm using right now. This one is making my face slightly red, but I think that might just be my face. It does feel really nice. I am gonna basically put it to the side because I am trying out skincare still. I'm not gonna just switch my skincare after a week of trying it. I am still using the Sunday Riley for the day and the Dr. Brandt for night, so I'll keep letting you know how that goes. I'll give this a couple more clicks since nothing is coming through it yet. Gotta love these suckers. Once they start working, it's usually pretty cool, but it's the time it takes for them to get there. Actually, I think since we don't have anywhere to go until we get to blush, highlight, and eyeshadow, I'm going to stop for a minute, throw on my base face, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back, and I've zoomed you guys in just a little bit, so it'll be easier to see when I do the eyeshadow and all of that. I have my bronzer, I have my base, I have my eyebrows. I've been consistently clicking this every couple of minutes, hoping for something to eventually come out of it. So we'll see what happens at the end. Don't lose my mascara. That's probably not the best idea ever. Alright, so let's start off with the blush, which as I said, I am a little nervous about because I have been moving away from the more super orangey, peachy shades because it's winter, well not winter, it's fall and I'm starting to get, oh wow, that has a lot of color payoff. Oh, my mirror's moved. Oh, geez. That just laid on in that spot. I mean, it is really pretty. It's actually a lot more subtle than I thought. But it, like, plopped on. So, and I barely tapped in. Yeah, it's doing the same thing on this side. It's really nice, but it's like take the lightest amount and then really make sure that you blend it into your skin because holy Jesus. Alright, so then what I think I'm going to do is I think I might try the IBY as like my more like face highlight and then use the Ofra for my cheekbones where I want to be super, super blinding. And while we're at it, let's click this some more. Did I see? No, I'm imagining things. I'm not seeing anything. I'm just desperately hoping. Alright, so I'm actually going to use this brush as well. This is my backup contour brush. It's the same as the one that I used my normal contour, except that it's got the black handle. Just because I feel like since this is a little bit darker, it'll be better for like doing like any kind of face highlighting because I don't always like my nose to be like super beaming. Same with my forehead or my chin because then it looks greasy too fast. This is really subtle. Let me see if looking, I can't even see it very much looking in the mirror, so it's like really subtle. Oh, there we go. Okay, again, another one of those buildable guys. I can see it like just there. It's just really subtle. I actually quite like this for a face highlight, so I think I'll keep it for that purpose. But now what we've all been waiting for, at least what I've been waiting for, let's try out this sucker with my usual highlighter brush, which is like almost exclusively used by Ofra products. I'm putting just a little bit on my forehead. Just, oh yeah, see, look at that. That's like, oh, you know, but the other one's like, oh, I'm not sure if I really see it. This is like, yep, that's blinding. That, oh my gosh, is that ever so perfect? Like, Jesus Christ. It's just, it's so wet. It's so sheeny, but at the same time, like, you can't see any texture on my skin. It just looks like my face is super wet, and it's that perfect champagne color. That's amazing. Also, I think I found this setting on my lights that I like. I'm getting some natural light from my window. I have this on the not brightest setting. I think it's like 2 down from the brightest setting, and I find that you're seeing things a lot better. Like, I'm not looking super pale or anything today. I'm looking a lot more like I actually do in person, so happy about that as well. But anyways, let's jump into, well, the wet palette and see what we can do. I'm just going to use my little Ultra palette just to have a more close-up mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, and I need to switch my brush buckets. I love my little brush, guys. And that little empty spot next to my lipsticks, that's where these usually sit. So they're on display, and it just makes me so happy. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about right now. Right now we are talking about the wet palette. These actually do have the names on them, which I really appreciate. So first I'm going to jump into Skinny Legend and then Iwa Beach and possibly blend the two for my transition and see what I can get out of that. But I'm going to try with just the lightest one first and see how that looks. It's all right. I don't think you can see it on camera at all. It is so fair. This is the When I'm Porcelain in the winter. This is going to be the color for me for sure. As a transition for right now, it's like basically my skin color. If not just like a half shade darker. So I'm going to jump into Iwa Beach. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And I love the tone. It is very cool. I actually really love cool tone shadows. I know that I live for my mustardy, orangey colors so much, especially in the fall. That's my favorite, but I have always been more attracted to cool tone shades and cool toned looks, unless we're doing a red eyeshadow look. But even then, I'll usually mix it with cooler tones around it to make it smoky. So I love that this is a totally cool toned palette. It's so pretty. I'm so excited. And there's two sparkly blues, one sparkly teal that looks like it has purple in it, and one really sparkly silver, and I just don't know where I want to go with it because they all just look so wonderful. There is more sparkle in here than I was expecting though, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, well, it's 4 and 4, which really and truly isn't a bad ratio. It's just that the two darkest blues are both sparkly, so that's kind of weird. So I'm gonna go into I'm Chillin', which is this guy here, which is kind of like a periwinkle blue, and just start adding a blue tone, see how it looks. It's not quite gonna match what I'm wearing today, but I figure if I just blend it and then I can put something a little bit more sparkly that's a little bit more suited to my look, that it will hopefully all blend together. The only color that I really don't see myself using very often is the one called Finish, which is this guy here, which is almost like a white blue matte, and it's really pretty. It's so 90s. I used to have a color like that in the late 90s, early 2000s, but more like that was like my 99 jam color to wear on my eyelids, like just a really light blue, because I had one of those cool moms that let me wear makeup. Also because I danced, so like she was used to me wearing makeup and I loved it, and she kind of always let me express myself however I wanted to, which I still to this day really appreciate. But I used to wear that a lot. I think she let me wear it too because it was like, even though it was blue eyeshadow, it wasn't like super blue, it was pretty subtle, and I swear to God it's the exact color, and I would wear that with mascara and lip gloss and thought that I was just the coolest thing ever. Times are so different now between then and now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try going into my finger. I'm going to go with Mood first on my outer corner, and then I'm going to jump into Thickums, which is the silver, on my inner corner just to add some shimmer, see how it is. And that I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors, and I mean 5 out of 8, that's not bad. So let's see how you apply. Oh, you are pretty. You are very pretty. You are a little bit more subtle than I was kind of hoping for, but let's check. Oh, the silver is really soft. Oh, wow. I think the silver is gonna... Yep, that silver is it. That silver is everything that I could ever want. And I'll just blend that together. Oh, yeah. I love it. I don't know if you can see, just like, you barely have to put any of that on, and it's just pure perfection. That is absolutely wonderful. I love that so much. That is so me. Just that intense silver sparkliness. Again, another look that I used to rock all the time. That was more for me in the early to mid 2000s. I did that super silvery eye quite often because that was in to have that really frosted lid. And again, just mascara. We didn't really bother too much with eyeliner, or if we did, our eyeliner was like really heavy on the bottom more than doing the wing. I did always like wings because I love the whole like Marilyn Monroe wing thing, but that's what our inspiration for that was. It wasn't like, oh, this person that we've actually seen in our generation is doing it. It's really like this person from the 50s that did it. So very different times. I'm taking a little bit more of that shimmery blue and just kind of blending it a little bit with a brush, just because it did apply just a little bit patchy with my finger, which I mean is fine. It's a shimmer and it applies actually way better with a brush, if I'm being honest. It's one of those ones where it's shimmery, but I feel like if you put on a lot of it, that it would probably look more matte. I'm not entirely sure. I also feel like I probably should have put some extra powder under my eye because that blue did give me a little bit of fallout, not a ton. But it also brushes away and it's not leaving a cast, so I think that'll be okay. Also, this brush is I think it's a Moda brush. Yes, it is. It's the set of 2 that I got. I don't remember what subscription. I've literally never used this brush for anything but sweeping away fallout, but I will say for that purpose, it's actually perfect. I really, really love it. I've never had a single issue with it. It always sweeps everything away really nicely, and I don't know, it's great. I love it. So if you are looking for, I mean, it's probably a lot of money to spend on a brush just for fallout, so it's up to you, but I really, really enjoy it because I never have to worry about like things like changing the color of my highlight or anything like that. I really like that. Do I want to wear mascara? Or not mascara, of course I do. I don't think I'm going to do eyeliner today because I think I kind of want to rock that like late 90s, early 2000s vibe, but just like the silvers and the blues and the mascara like I used to back in the day, because why not? Have fun, absolutely. Still really hoping that I get something out of this before this video is over. Like, I don't know how much more that I can just like keep on clicking this thing and literally nothing's coming out. I know that it takes time, like I get that. Oh, okay, it's getting harder to click, so maybe it's, oh, there we go. There she blows. I can see it now. Oh gosh, this could possibly be problematic. We'll see. All right, let's get that mascara on quick so we can start using that lipstick, and I'll let you know how that goes. But yeah, loving this. What I like about this is that to me, it's a total dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I absolutely love the way that it makes my eyelashes look. It's so stunning. They don't get super clumpy. They give me the volume that I want. It gives me the length that I want. I'm so comfortable in it. It also does not smudge at all. And as I said with the Too Faced one, I wore it and it didn't smudge for like the first week, maybe 2 weeks. And then suddenly it was smudge city. I have not had that problem with this. It doesn't seem to matter how long I'm wearing it, whatever. There are absolutely no smudges. I've cried in this mascara. There were no smudges. Like, the rest of my makeup on my eyes basically came off. But this looked absolutely perfect still. It did not look like I cried. Well, I mean, my eyes were red, but you know what I mean. My mascara looked perfect. And it's just, I'm really, really loving it. Especially since I finally now feel so confident putting mascara on my lower lashes and not feeling like I have to check a mirror every 5 minutes. Which, oh, I clumped just a tiny bit right here. Let me just separate those suckers. But yeah, especially since I am still job hunting, which I have to do an update video on. I might do that later since I'm liking how I'm looking right now, and I have my extensions in today because I just freshly did my hair so they blend better again. Might do that. I don't know why I put this away. I'm still gonna need this where I need it this way. Where was I going with that? Yeah, I just feel confident that I don't have to check the mirror for a minute. And job hunting, where I now might be going into a job where I won't have access to a mirror every 5 minutes to check up. I like that I found a mascara that I know that it's okay. I'm not going to look like a mess in 5 minutes. All right, time to try out this guy. Oh, that's a weird feeling. Okay, let's try moving some on the bottom. It's also not quite the shade I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's cool toned, which is good, so it matches the look. But the picture that they show you, like, online for this is, like, considerably darker than the color that it is. It's really strange. I don't like the applicator at all. It also doesn't feel very good, if I'm being honest. Though I wonder if it's because since I had to squeeze it so much to get some out, that I just have like too much on my lips right now, and that's why it feels this way. I don't know. There you go, yeah. So it was a little bit hard, and by a little bit hard I mean pretty hard, because usually I get an even line on my lips pretty easy, because as tiny as they are, they have a pretty like easy to follow line. And I'm not really prone to overdrawing super much, just a little bit on the sides here so that my palette looks fuller. It feels really weird. It's, you know how you get those really matte bullet lipsticks, like Stila's, they have one like that. I don't know if they still do, but they had one like that. And I think the MAC ones, their matte lipsticks are like that too, where it's like you can really feel it pulling really hard on your lips when you're applying it. This feels like that someone just kind of warmed up a little bit, so it's a little bit more movable, but it's still like, okay, we gotta drag this on. And as I said, I don't know if maybe I have too much on here because it took so long to squeeze up to get to. Right now it feels really uncomfortable, which I'm not used to. And I mean, I live on liquid lipsticks. All I wear basically is liquid lipsticks. Let me get my hair thing out. I have so many extensions and I can't just pull it out like usual. But it's very, very strange. I can feel it a lot. Like, I love the color pop, which as I said reminds me a lot of the Kat Von D, but I actually like them a lot better, which is awesome because, well, can't buy Kat Von D no more. And I really like that. They are a little bit drying, but they're not super uncomfortable. The Stila, if they had the color range that I was looking for, I would basically have just duped everything over there, but they don't. They're very like neutral in their colors. But they have probably my favorite formula, same as Smashbox, and they do have some other outside colors, though I find that the more outside colors from them that I like tend to be shimmery, and I like more of like a matte, like a classic matte lipstick, because even their shimmery ones are matte, but it's shimmery and it looks different. Like, I love Maneater, but then I think I tried this like teal one, and it's shimmery, and I like it, but I don't love it, and I know that I wouldn't wear it very often just because it doesn't look the way I want it to. If it was just a matte shade, I would be like, oh yeah, we're good. My hair is everywhere, and I've been like brushing them out, but they're still so like knotty. It's driving me nuts. And they're half curled from when I tried to style them the last time, and my hair has gotten so much thicker. It's so weird. But they do actually blend this time. Whereas like the last time, I had to have like my hair like pinned in all kinds of ways because they weren't blending at all. So I found a color that I much prefer. As I said in another video, I'm looking for like a wedding color, so I found one that I like a lot better, and I actually just straightened my hair instead of trying to curl the extensions into it. So it does blend a lot more. Like when I move it, like sometimes you can see that, oh yeah, there were some short pieces, but my hair itself has also gotten a lot longer too, so it makes it easier to blend. So I'm enjoying my extensions today, and I'm gonna, I think, keep them in for the rest of the day. I also actually teased my hair this time so they would stay properly. I don't have to worry about like, oh my gosh, it's gonna fly out any second now. But anyways, not the point of this video. This video is all about Ipsy and the Find Your Light set that I got. This eyeshadow is just giving me all the vibes. I love it so much. I'm going to be getting so much use out of this palette. It matches my velvet mini dress that I'm wearing perfectly. I'm feeling so late 90s right now. I'm loving it. Not loving the feel of the lipstick. The color is starting to grow on me. As I said, when I was looking at it online, because you got to pick your color, it looked far darker. Like, it looked like a really deep mauvey plum. This is not that. It's pretty, but it's not what I was expecting. To me, this is what I consider to be a neutral. I know a lot of people disagree with that because it's so mauvey plum. They would consider it to be like not in the nude section, but I don't really wear nude lipstick. To me, this is super nude lipstick. I do love how cool toned it is because it goes in with everything else that I'm wearing. And I actually really liked this blush. I like that it actually is a lot more peach than it looks like it is, because like on camera you can see that it has a little bit of peach to it. It is very orangey still, you can see that, but in person it looks like a bronzer. Like, it doesn't even look like a a blush. I'm mixing up my words today. It doesn't look like a blush at all. It looks like a straight up bronzer, an orangey one, but still a bronzer. On camera you can see there's a little bit of peach, but it's actually very, very peachy. I really like it. It's very nice and pretty and subtle. Once you blend it out, you do have to blend it out, because as you could see when I put it on, it was like, oh, there's just that spot of blush. But when you blend it out, it's beautiful. I love it. I was really happy with it. This I really like for my face highlighter, because that's what I have here and on my lips and on my chin. And well, I put a little bit of the Ofra on the side, but then I blended it into there. I really like it just because it's a little bit more subtle. So for me, who has oily skin, I feel like when my face gets really greasy later on the day, which it is inevitably going to do, that it won't look quite as greasy, because that's an issue that I have with my deep love highlighter, is sometimes this part of my face just looks like out of control when you get to like the 5-6 hour mark. So I'm really happy to have this guy, which is too dark for here and also probably way too subtle for me, but perfect for this part of my face. This, I'm so happy for it. Yes, it's a mini, but I mean, I use so little. This will last me a surprisingly long time. Also, because I live on samples, because I'm broke, I'm good at making things last when I need to. So I'm really, really happy about that. Also, I moved some of the stuff behind the door so you can actually see more of like my books and things. So yeah, that was it. That was my Ipsy unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of me, hit subscribe. If you like this video, hit like, and I will see you again in the next one. All right, bye.